So this is the pendulum lab, and the main thing with this pendulum lab is we're going to kind of try to identify how this works with sound waves. So we're going to change the wavelength around and try to see how that affects our frequency. And we're going to use our Pocketlab. So our main question that we're trying to do is how does wavelength, length of the string, affect the frequency of the pendulum? That's our guiding question. Now again, we have to think about what is it the variables that we're changing and what are the variables that we can't really control. So our independent variable is the one that we can control, and what I can control is the distance. So this is about 12 inches, and that's where we're going to start. So our independent variable is the variable that is the length or the wavelength. What we can't control is how fast or slow this swings. That's going to be determined by how long this is. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this and measure this about 12 inches. And then I'm going to hold this up here. And with your Pocketlab, we're going to start it off, and it's going to measure and pick up how, basically the speed. But from the speed, we can determine also the time. So I'm going to let this go, and we'll try to maybe go 4 or 5 swings. So, oops, try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and it hits it. And that's going to pick up some data for us. Now what we're going to do is we're going to change this again, and I'm going to change this, and I'm going to make this instead go to about, instead of 12 inches, let's go to 9 inches, 10 inches. So there's 10 inches. We're going to do this again, same thing, collecting our data, having it swing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. Now I'm going to change the data again, and this time we're going to go to 6 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's good. And then last but not least, we're going to go all the way up to 3 inches. This is our shortest wavelength. 1, oops, we got to try to get it. This is the hardest one to get, I always feel like. 1, 2, yeah. Gets off kilter really quickly. 1, 2, try again. 1, 2, 3. There we go. At least we got 3. All right, so we have our wavelength. What we're going to check now is the time intervals, and you're going to see that in the graphs of what you guys have. And then we'll look at those graphs to help determine if the wavelength actually changed the frequency at all.